Good morning from Knighton. I'm just approaching Knighton now on day 2 of my Heart of Wales line trail walk. Really good night last night. First time in that tent, the notch for me. I slept well. It got cold during the night. Had a bit of rain as well, and then it all cleared. And with a clear sky, the temperature plummeted. Everything was warm except my shoulders, so I put my down jacket on, and then I slept soundly for the rest of the night. I was up early this morning. I was aware of my pitch being a little exposed, so I got up early to make sure that I didn't upset anybody. And I've walked down into Knighton and had my breakfast next to the river here, and now I'm going to go into town, buy lunch, and head on along the trail. And as I said before, I really don't know where I'm going to end up, so that's the beauty of it all. So let's see how we got on. I'm through Knighton now, and I'm on Glyndwr's Way again. I walked this a number of years ago, so it's lovely to be back on it. And I'm following this for a short while, and then I head down to Nuckless, where the famous Heart of Wales line viaduct is situated. And in fact, it's used on the waymarkers. Sorry, I realised I should have videoed a bit more of Knighton, particularly the clock tower, but I was a bit preoccupied with getting food and well, finding other facilities, if you know what I mean. Thankfully I did, and now I'm on my way, so apologies for the lack of filming there. I'm stopping because I've got a tree in front of me that's come down. Anyway, on to Nuckless. Look forward to seeing the viaduct and the open hills. I just stopped here because the wind has dropped. Really windy at the moment, and I'm on a fabulous hill, really Gouffron Hill. And I think I've been here before. I think I came up here on a weekend away with the South Wales Long Distance Walkers group. I think the walk was led by Rod Hollins, and I think it was the last weekend the group had away, which is a shame because I used to enjoy those weekends away. Anyway, glorious route now. Been a bit up and down this morning, but now it's just a glorious walk over this hill. There's no point trying to show you, but I can see on the horizon, I can see Hay Bluff, and I'm pretty sure I can see Penavon and Corndee as well, which are a long way away. And then to my left, I can see the Radnor Hills themselves. They're just over 2,000 feet, those hills. So been there in the past, so really enjoying this stretch, but it's quite hard work because the wind is coming from my right, or just in front of me and to my right, so into the wind, but other than the wind, couldn't ask for better views. Great day. Looks like it's David to the rescue then. This sheep's got itself stupidly stuck under the gate. Oh, she's weak. She was there a long time, I think. Come on, up you get. Up you get, come on. Come on. Come on, up you get. Come on. Okay, so I've done what I can. I've just come to a farm just below where that sheep is stuck. Spoke to the lady there, and she doesn't own the land. And the person who owns the sheep died last week, and she doesn't know who's now responsible for the sheep. In fact, she knew about that sheep because a friend of hers had told her that the sheep was stuck on its back under the gate, but haven't done anything about it. Okay, well, I've done what I can do. I can't do any more. She's a local, so if she wants to tell somebody, she can. There's nothing more I can do about it though. So my conscience is clear. So that composting toilet is at an official wild camp area, and as I walked down from it, the farmer was coming up in his Land Rover, and we had a chat. Lovely guy. So he'd been farming the land. It was his grandfather's farm, and so it's third generation farming now. And he was basically saying that he set aside the area with a pond at the bottom for people to wild camp as they're walking through. Which is really nice of him, and it's just come a little early in the day for me, otherwise I'd be stopping there. It's called Coco's Wild Camp. There is a Facebook page apparently, and I'll put a link down below for the grid reference to exactly where this wild camp is. So if you're planning on doing the Heart of Wales Line Trail, then you know you've got a good place to stay there. So highly recommended. We had a chat about wild camping in general, and he's very relaxed about it, so it's reassuring. The ethos of camping or pitching late and striking early, he completely gets. It's the idiots who park their car and dump a tent about 100 yards away and call it wild camping and then leave all their trash behind. That's the problem. So I think he recognised that when it's done properly, it's really not an issue. 5:10. I've done 23.5 miles, but the story today is about 4,800 feet of climbing according to my GPS. So take a few hundred off that, it's still about 4,500 feet of climbing, so it's been a big old day. Reassuringly, I met a farmer just not far from where I'm camped now. I'm camped on the side of a hill called Coed Swith, and he just said, stick your tent up there mate, it won't be a problem. So they're really quite relaxed in Mid Wales about wild camping. They know I'm not going to cause any damage, and I'm only here for one night and then moving on in the morning. So yeah, so my tent this evening is on this really narrow path. I've had to do a little bit of gardening, remove some bracken from the path to get myself in here. But the joy of this particular pitch is I'm well out of the wind. It's been blowing a hoolie all day, so that's good news. The bad news is I've heard on the news that Llanelli's been put into lockdown, which causes me a bit of a conundrum really, because I'm walking to Llanelli to finish this route, and I'm not really sure what the etiquette would be. My gut tells me I shouldn't walk to Llanelli, despite the fact that walking there, getting on a train and leaving straight away is theoretically travelling through. And I know it's only Llanelli and not the County of Carmarthenshire that's been put into lockdown. So I've got a few days to work my plans out, but on the face of it, I don't think I'll be walking all the way to Llanelli as originally planned, and probably getting on a train this side of the town, and then ironically going into Llanelli on the train to change, to then leave again. So yeah, I'll have a think about it. Anyway, I'll get some dinner on now and enjoy the wonderful views which I have from my camp spot.